Hi, my name is Berthiaume, and today I'll be showing you my latest purchase. It's the Tamiya 135th scale BMW R75, as you can see here. I purchased this today for $10.99 Canadian, plus taxes, of course. So that would be about $12, $13 Canadian. It's a kit that I've been wanting to build for actually a few years. But I've been working on several other projects, and today I decided, no, I'm gonna pick this one up. It's cheap, and I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. Okay, so unboxing time. Unfortunately, the box was slightly damaged in the store, but when I looked at it, the bag was still sealed inside, and it was the only one left. So at that price, I decided to buy it anyhow. Always lots of fun to open up a new kit, especially a Tamiya, my favorite brand. So here we go. One bag. A nice set of instructions. The only thing I've never really been fond of Tamiya, although maybe some of the newer kits this may have changed, is that it's all in Asian. Can't read it. So it basically looks like the history of the vehicle. Applying decals, although that's pretty obvious, it shouldn't be too hard. I often use just the box as my reference point. Fairly simple. I mean, the motorcycle itself is 8 steps and a 9 if you add the soldiers. Pretty simple overall. Yeah. I'm curious to see what colors they recommend. We'll see. Oh, I'm wrong. There is an English version. How silly of me. So, here we go. The English explanation. Yeah, that helps a lot. It's been a long time since I opened up a Tamiya kit. I've been working on a lot of old kits, and I didn't recall that there were actually 2 sheets. Flat black, flat brown, metallic gray, flat white, field gray. I guess that's for the body. Some chrome. Yeah, this should be an interesting build. See, I bought this kit because I'm currently working on the USS Midway, a build that I hope to finish one day. And I like to work on a secondary kit, and preferably a small one, just so that it just keeps me busy, you know. What I find is when working on a large project like the USS Midway, is that you can only do so much, and then the paint has to dry. And by that here, and by having a secondary project, especially one as small as this motorcycle, I can add lots of little details. It's a lot of fun for me. Yeah, I just found a hat here, a helmet I should say. And this is kind of why I bought it. I mean, it's an interesting kit. I've been wanting to do a motorcycle for a while. I'm not much of a racing car or truck or speed bikes fan, although I kind of admire the Tamiya motorcycles, but this was a nice addition to my collection. I like World War II. I especially like the German World War II vehicles. It's a small kit. It's a motorcycle, so this is very different from the typical tanks and trucks and cars you may see. It actually reminds me a bit of Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade, where you see one of these in the famous stunt where the character actually flips over when they get a post put in the spokes. So no, it should be an interesting build. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the parts here. Obviously, this is the main motorcycle. This is the motorcycle parts. One sprue parts sheet here. Yeah, I can see machine guns, tires, motor parts. Yeah, very nice, very simple. Plenty of place to put little details. This is what I like. I like this type of scale model. Looks pretty good overall. I see the kits, and I suspected this. I see that it's dated 1972. I figured with the price of this kit, Tamiya kit, I was surprised to see it at $11, and I suspected it was an older kit. But knowing Tamiya, I love their quality. I've already built a small tank many years ago. I don't know the name by heart because the German tanks have these funny names, which I can never recall. I built the Schwimmerwagen two, 3 years ago, and it was a fun build, and it was very similar, very small, so it'll be a nice addition to add to it. Going on to the other sprue parts here. Here we got two soldiers. They look pretty much identical. Three soldiers, sorry. Four soldiers. No, they're all here. So I got all the soldiers here. Two standing, two sitting. I see some water bottles, some cases. Pretty straightforward. Some cleaning will need to be done, but this is typical of the age of a Tamiya kit. It looks very similar to the Schwimmerwagen that I built. And if we go here to the last sprue sheet, where I found this helmet apart, basically it's got the helmets, rifles, machine guns. I see a rocket propelled grenade here, some gas mask canisters, ammo cases. I think these are knives, if I'm not mistaken. These probably are just stands to put these soldiers on, which I will not use. An MP40 machine gun. Even some drum barrels for machine gun. Some arms, goggles. So yeah, lots of interesting accessories. The type of thing I like. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to display this in a diorama. It should be interesting to choose how to set this up. And last but not least, the decal sheet. Quite a few options. I see there's the SS, the first aid, health, several other units. WH, I guess that's the work. I'm not even sure. I won't pronounce it. But I see WH dash whatever and WL dash something. I see Africa Corps. So yeah, lots of different options here. Which one to choose, I'm not sure. I'm going to vary it. I know my Schwimmerwagen is an Africa Corps, so I don't think I'm going to redo that one. I do have a truck crop prots, I believe, that I built back in 2008, 2009, if I'm not mistaken, and it's all German gray. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about it, what color. Obviously, just going by the box, I can tell here it's German gray or it's Africa Corps brown, as you can see here. So yeah, it's kind of interesting because the box depicts them as green, but it's not green, at least not to my knowledge. If it is green, I might actually try that. Could be interesting. So yeah, interesting little kit. Not too many parts. Not sure how many there are. Unlike Monogram or some other kits, it doesn't say how many parts are on the box, or if it does, it's not in a language that I recognize. Let me have a quick look here. I'm actually very curious if it does have a parts count. And I don't think it does. But just going by the parts number here, I see the motorcycle gets up to the 38, sorry. I see 38. And then there's the soldiers themselves, which have, I don't know, 20, 30 parts. So there must be at least 50, 70, between 50 and 75 parts that I'm guessing here. Like I said, there's a lot of duplicates. So yeah, it's not a bad kit for the price. Sorry, $10.99 plus taxes. That's not too bad. So this ends the unboxing of my BMW R75 German World War II motorcycle with a sidecar. It's anxious to get started, hopefully in the next few days. Continuing work with my USS Midway, of course. How I'm going to proceed, probably just start with the motorcycle itself. Once I get a rough idea of which terrain I'm going to choose from. Will it be Africa Corps? Will it be Europe? I'm tempted to go with the European, to be honest, because I think it's going to offer more ideas for a small diorama. I've seen plenty, I won't say plenty, but several examples of motorcycles in dioramas in model magazines such as Fine Scale Modeler, which are inspiring, and I think it could make an interesting build. I did a mortar diorama, my first one, my only one I should say, back in 2008, I believe. I could be mistaken, I'm just going by memory here. It was a lot of fun. It was simple. It was the first time I used trees, simulated trees. I took rocks and sand from railroad modeling, rocks actually from my driveway, if I'm not mistaken. And it was a simple diorama, my first attempt at one, and I think this could be an interesting second attempt. Really quick off mine, I'm thinking European road, perhaps something with a crossing guard station would be interesting to scratch build. So we'll see how it goes. It's a secondary model, not sure how long it's going to take, hopefully not too long, and we'll see from there. Hopefully there'll be more videos to come. Thank you.